What's up, guys? It's Seth here today, and today we're going to be doing a Call of Duty Black Ops 6 beta review on the closed and open beta at one time in this video. And honestly, I'll be honest with you guys, I've not seen any videos, I've not really read any articles about how well the beta did. I don't know if it was like received well, I don't know if it was received badly. I've not looked at any of the news articles, I've not looked at any YouTube videos, I've not watched anybody on this yet. So everything in this video from me will be coming like straight from the heart and everything. I'll be letting you guys know like what I feel like, you know, they did right, and also what they did wrong in this beta and everything like this, you know. But I will say that I've been playing Call of Duty since, since about actually the Black Ops 1 era. That was actually the Call of Duty that was out whenever I got on board with Call of Duty. And whenever I got on board with Black Ops 1, I ended up going back and playing all the games before that as well. And I also played all the games after that. One of the OG MW2 and MW3 was two of my favorite games like of all time. So that's just my like history with COD right there, to let you guys know that I'm an old school COD player. So I've been around for quite a long time, and I've experienced the older COD games. And I don't necessarily like a lot of these newer games that they've been releasing, but, you know, this one isn't that bad. So, before we get into the video, go down below, if you can, be like so kind, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We're working on our goal towards 400 right now. We've been getting a lot of support, I really appreciate it recently. Thank you guys so much. So the first thing I want to talk about is the maps in this game right here. So I did see an article like a week ago before like the open beta was even out right there that said that, like, example, this map right here, Babylon, was like generated with AI. Honestly, I don't really care if maps are generated with AI or not, as long as the maps are good and as long as they have like final touches of like actual people to make sure the maps function. But that's not what we got here, honestly. Like, this map, honestly, Babylon, I don't even know why I recorded gameplay of this right here. This is one of the last matches I played in the beta right here before it ended. And I was like, well, let me get some gameplay right quick. Let me see what kind of match pops up. And it was Babylon, and I hate Babylon. It's honestly, to me, it's an awful map. This is one of my better games on it, but this is an awful map to me. I don't think that they thought about this at all. Like, if you just look at the layout of this map, it is like put out like so stupidly. Like, if it was made by AI, that's cool, but like it looks like there was no players or like no people that actually like tested this before it came out. Like, no developers. Like, I don't understand what happened with this. On top of that though, they also got that coal mining map. Like, I forgot what it was called, but you guys all know what I'm talking about. That underground coal mining map that has like 2 rooms on each side that you spawn in and like a little ladder that leads up. It's got a little area in the middle. That map is honestly like cancer in its truest definition. That is so bad. That map like is not, oh my god. It's pretty much a 3-lane map, but it's not a 3-lane map. It's awful. It's awful. I mean, it reminds you of like something like Domination on Shipment, you know, back in the day. That's how bad that was. It's like all fast-paced gameplay. And like it's just awful, honestly. Like, they need to like, and the thing is though, that is wrong with that map, the coal map, and this map right here. They need to fix the spawns on these maps right here, because like it's really bad. Like on the coal map, you'll be spawning like right in front of enemies and stuff like that, and they'll be spawning right in front of you, and you'll just be lighting them up. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And then the same thing can be said for this Babylon map right here. Like, there's like certain areas of this map right here that you can find, like right here for example, that like you can find where the enemies are spawning at. And I was shocked right there in the map because I didn't even know what to do, because I like walked in on top of that happening. I didn't even know what to expect right there, and I found them spawning right there. Like, the game should not be set up like that. I think in this beta they really nailed the balancing of the guns though in this game. Aside from the closed beta in week 1, the fact that the Jackal PDW was just super overpowered. They ended up patching that though by the time the open beta came out, so everything was a little bit more balanced right there and everything. Honestly, I used the M4 for quite a bit. I think I ended up getting the M4 to like level 30 something. And I will say that I tried to use, since it had like 2 primaries on my class, that I realized I tried to run a shotgun for my secondary most of the time. And I'm going to be honest with you guys right now, I don't know if I'm just bad at using shotguns. Whenever I played X-Defiant, I wasn't that bad, and this game is very similar with, you know, sprinting any direction as X-Defiant, you know, so I'm not rusty when it comes to shooters right now. And honestly, I could not use a shotgun in this game to save my life. Every time I'd shoot somebody with it, I'd be like, I would get a hit marker, I guess, with it, which makes no sense, because every time somebody else would use a shotgun on me, they would just be like smoking me. So I don't know if it's a skill gap or what, but mostly every game that I've played on this game, you know, I've got like 50 kills and like went like 20 deaths, like it. So I've been doing pretty well in the game, I think. But I mean, and while we're talking about that, let's talk about that right quick. So the problem with this game right now, or one of the issues that I don't like, preferably, I don't know if anyone else will talk about this. I might be the only one right here. I might be playing devil's advocate right here. The time to kill to me, is too high in the game. Like, sure, whenever you're up close, you can kill people pretty quickly, but I'm having issues like where like I'm shooting people in gunfights and I'm just stopping shooting because I think that they're dead, and they're not dead. They're on like one shot. Like, I noticed that on day one. Like, the time to kill is insane, and some of the guns in this game, like some of the submachine guns in this game, like the MP5 at long range, is just a straight up bullet sponge. Like, it's crazy, dude. Like, it doesn't even work at long range pretty much. Now, at first I was playing the regular mosh pit that didn't have any kill streaks in it, so it was like the smaller maps, and honestly, that was getting so bad. Like, I'll say this, on the extremely small maps that we had on the beta on that one playlist, the Omnimovement can be very, very cancerous, honestly. Like, it wasn't very... I didn't think it was very bad, and honestly, even if you play Call of Duty in a traditional standpoint without using the Omnimovement, you can still play and do just as good as any other player like that. I mean, one thing that I will say they ended up like bringing back in this game really well is drop shotting, and that feels really good because I used to drop shot all the time, but now it's back really good, and that's one of the things that I'm going to continue to do just because that's in like my old school play style. But on those smaller mosh pit maps that didn't have the kill streaks on it, dude, that was awful. Like, that, there would be some matches where I'd get in there and the Omnimovement, there would be like 3 really good players on the enemy team that had been playing the entire beta and already been like, you know, cheesed out over here with their little, like, telling their moms about it and stuff and getting their moms in the room to show them. It was like so bad because they'd be jumping around corners, like, it's just bad. And, like, I know people's gonna be like, oh, it's just a skill gap. Like, I'm not bad at using the Omnimovement. I think that the Omnimovement is a good thing in the game. Like I said, I praised it from day one, you know, in videos on this channel. I think it's a good thing that they added in this game, but honestly, like I said, with these fast-paced, like, you know, mouse and keyboard type people that can play like that good, that are, like, taking Adderall to play the game better, those people were just, like, too cracked, and honestly, it's ridiculous, like, the way that they play and everything. Also, by the way, I just now noticed something too right there in the video as I was watching. The head glitches in this game is crazy. When people are hiding behind cover and you can't see their head at all, maybe I just don't know how to control my recoil, but I mean, I like to think that I can like control it pretty good. But like, bro, I guess I can't, because sometimes whenever they're head glitching, I cannot hit their head to save my fucking life. Now, talking about the good of this game right here is I can say that, like, compared to a lot of the most recent Call of Duty titles that we've had in a long, long time, this game actually feels, like, really, really good. Now, I will say that they were trying to say this is going to be like a Black Ops 2, like, you know, like, not remake, but, like, pretty much, like, the same thing as Black Ops 2. It's going to be like an era changer. I don't know if it's going to be an era changer, but it's definitely a better Call of Duty that's going to help Call of Duty get back on the right path, because you guys have heard me talk about Call of Duty on this channel. I don't talk about Call of Duty in a good point at all, but I did force myself to go ahead and buy this game, because yes, I am on PlayStation. I went ahead and forced myself to go ahead and buy the game, and I was like, I'm going to get the closed beta and the open beta, and I'm also going to stream it for you guys, so if I suck, you guys can see it. In the stream, I did, like, really good, you know, in every single match, and honestly, this game plays well. You know, this map right here that you're seeing, Skyline, this map's actually pretty good. Like, it's a pretty big size map. Now, I will say that even on a size map like this, the spawns are still messed up sometimes, and you will still spawn in an enemy's crosshairs. Like, that needs to be fixed. Like, and I get it, but, you know, it's funny because, like, the spawn issue in Call of Duty has been a thing since Call of Duty Ghosts, and or like maybe even before that, since like Black Ops 2, and I'm not even lying, you know, like, and sure, they usually fix the spawns in every game, but like, Jesus Christ, like this has been an issue in so many Call of Duty games, like, prior to this one. You would think that they would fix it by now, especially Treyarch. Like, you'd think that they would fix it by now, but that's yet to be seen. But honestly, like I said, the closed beta was really good. They had a few things to patch. They patched it by the time the open beta come out, and honestly, the open beta went really well. As you can see on the screen and everything, with like the skin that I'm using, I got to max level in the closed beta, and I also got to max level in the open beta as well. So I'm prepared, you know, to download the game as soon as it comes out now. We'll be doing a lot of live streams on it. We'll be doing a lot of videos and coverage on it as well. That's why I encourage you guys to go down below and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We always cover gaming news here and quite a lot of Call of Duty. But I will say that, you know, this is really good. Like I said, I do not talk about MW3 in a good standpoint. They ruined zombies in that game. They made zombies like a pitiful excuse of what it was. It's like a little crappy arcade mode now. And it's awful. And I don't know how to react to like games like that anymore. Like, it's like unfinished garbage. But this right here, it feels like a good game. Let's hope that on day one, when the game comes out on a full release, let's hope that they have more features and stuff, and obviously more maps and more guns and stuff like that than the beta. But overall, I think that for a beta review right now, I think that it went over pretty well. One last thing that we do have to talk about, however, though, is the packet loss issues and the lag issues. And I know that you have seen people talk about that, probably because that was a pretty prominent issue, and I really didn't think that I was going to have to deal with that. However, on the PlayStation 5, I'm on Wi-Fi, and on the PlayStation 4 Pro, which is my main gaming console still, I have a lot of disc games, and the PlayStation 5 that I'm playing is a digital edition. But I downloaded the game on PlayStation 4 Pro and PS5, so I can play on both consoles and everything. On PlayStation 5, I was on Wi-Fi, and I don't know if that changes much. On the PlayStation 4 Pro, I was on Ethernet. Maybe I should have just, hooked up the Ethernet right quick to the PS5. I didn't think it would affect too much, considering the PS5 has a newer Wi-Fi card in it. It was just crazy because I was getting a lot of lag on some of these matches, and I was not really understanding why. But it wasn't also just me, it was also people inside of my lobbies though too. So it wasn't just me and my internet connection, it was other people as well, like my cousins. So I don't exactly understand, what was going on with that. I didn't have like the little stats thing turned on my screen, so I don't exactly know if it was a packet loss, but I know that a lot of people have been reporting packet loss. That's the only thing that I've heard of. Like I said, I haven't read nothing from the beta, but that's what I've heard of, and that's just like a common issue happening in every Call of Duty right now. I don't exactly know what it is. We'll dive more into that in a different video and everything, packet loss and stuff like that. But I experienced a decent amount of lag in the beta on quite a few matches, and I was getting pissed off. Like, it was getting so bad at one point that I couldn't even play the match. Like, I was doing like negative in the KD just because I was lagging, and I felt so bad because I couldn't do anything. But like I said, it wasn't just me, so I don't understand. It was like the whole lobby. I don't know. Maybe someone else can explain it better to me in the comments down below. And let me know what you guys think also down below. Let me know like y'all's review pretty much in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys think about the open and closed beta. Let me know which one you participated in, and let me know if you maxed out and got the skin, or let me know if you got pissed off and quit early. I got really close many times to just quitting early with the Omnimovement stuff with these like cancerous players. But that'll be it for today's video. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you guys for sticking with me so much. We're going to be at 400 subscribers soon, and I promise at 500 subscribers we will be doing our first giveaway. Whether that be a console or some kind of gift card or something, we will figure it out, and we will do some kind of giveaway at 500 subscribers. So mark my words on that. Thank you guys for watching. This is Cypher, and I'll see you guys next time.